Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. And today I will be reading A Cat's Kixider by Milsuki on Tumblr. So let's get into it. Now, Katsuki switches the ignition off, and his hand reaches back to the head of the passenger seat as he turns around to look at the buzzing little boy sitting in his booster seat. You got the bento box Mom made for you? Katsuru, your son, tore his ruby eyes from looking out the window before nodding furiously at his father. You have your markers? What about your blanket? Katsuki left the front and opened the door to his son's seat, unbuckling the safety belts. And your water bottle? Sweetheart, I think he's got everything. I checked before you left the house. You say, looking back at him from the passenger seat. You can never be too careful. The explosive hero huffs, sliding his hands underneath the small boy's armpits and lifting him out of the vehicle. After settling him down on the ground, with one hand, he holds Katsu's little one, and with the other, he grabs the dynamite-themed backpack and bento box. You walk around the car to kneel down to meet your baby face to face, and gently, he touches his round rosy cheeks before pushing his unreasonably soft hand to his forehead and pressing a kiss right between his brows. Promise Mama you'll be okay? He picks up his baby blue uniform before looking up at Katsuru's screaming eyes and might grin. Of course I will, Katsuru exclaims, as his father helps him loop his arms through the bands of his backpack from behind. That's my boy, Katsuki beams, and it was his turn to kneel down and talk to his mini look-alike. She stood up and ruffled Katsuru's hair before going back to the car to check if there was anything left behind. Katsuru, you remember what I said? Katsuki places his large scarred hands on his son's much smaller shoulders. Be myself, because I'm cool and awesome, and if they don't like me, they can kiss my butt. Katsuru sticks his tongue out and squeezes his eyes shut in emphasis as his father laughs heartily. That's exactly right. But also make sure to remember to stay respectful to your teachers and help out some of the other kids, because not all of them are as strong as you are. He ruffled his hair and grinned fondly at his son, who beamed up at him and nodded his head enthusiastically. You had better not make Katsuru late on his first day. You come back around, raising your brows at your eyes, as Katsuki wraps an arm around your waist and pulls you close to his side. All right, sweetheart. Have fun, alright? You mumble, ruffling his hair again. And Katsuru turned to go, walking a few steps towards the gate, before all of a sudden, he came back rushing towards you, stretching his little arms as wide as he possibly could, to wrap just around your legs and bury his head in your thighs. I love you, Mama. His little voice was muffled as he spoke into her leg. What? And I don't get a hug, little demon? Katsuki grumbled, with a dramatic pout, crossing his arms. It nearly made you giggle just how identical he looked to Katsuru when you had his little temper tantrums. Nope, Katsuru said, slightly tilting his head, just to stick his tongue out once against his father. You laughed and patted his head and kneeled down to whisper into Katsuru's ear before glancing up at your husband. Papa would be really sad if you didn't give him a goodbye hug. Come on. You bring your face close to his as you smooth your hands over his velvet cheeks. We don't want Papa to be sad, do we? You cock your head at him, and you fight back a laugh as you see the gear staring in Katsuru's little head. but then knitting his brows together and a frown growing on his plump lips. And after a second, he shakes his head and sulks over to Katsuki, who was still looking away with a dramatic pout. He was adorable, but as soon as he felt the sun's little face press against his leg, Katsuki immediately melted, and a fond smile stretched his lips. "Now come on, big boy. You gotta get to school," Katsuki said, and Katsuru sprang up as if he had just realized what he came here for. "Oh no, I'll be late. See you later, Mama. See you later, Papa," Katsuru screams as he begins to run off to meet all the other kids in identical baby blue tops at the doorway. He'd hoped he'd make friends, and he seems to be getting along, as he waits on the boys and tried to chat with them. And just as he goes to enter the doors, he turns around and waves at the two of you vigorously, nearly hitting some other children that were passing by and a teacher in the process. He laughed, watching with the fondest smile on your faces, watching your son. "He'll be okay, right?" you say, pressing yourself back into Katsuki's side and waving back half-heartedly. "He'll be just fine." Katsuki pressed a hard kiss to your temple, and he said heavily, "You should be more worried for the other kids." And now as he thought about it, and the way Holmes knocked the kid down, he really nodded his head as Katsuki wrapped you in his arms. "You've got no reason to worry at all, alright? He's our kid. He's gotta be strong. And since he's yours as well, he'll find it difficult to make friends. You've got nothing to worry about." He nodded, hugging tighter. Katsuki was right. Since he was your kid, everything was going to be okay.
Thank you guys for listening. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. I hope you enjoyed listening to this as much as I did making it. Anyway, goodbye.